Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, Inception, Interstellar, Dunkirk. Who is the creative genius behind these classics? Christopher Nolan, director, auteur, and I argue the most important filmmaker working today. Why does he deserve that title? For one very important reason. He's Hans Zimmer's most prolific record producer. That's right, without Christopher Nolan, we would not have Hans Zimmer's best work in the last decade, and possibly yet to come. From tracks like Time, Why So Serious, this 30-minute Dark Knight workout mix, and the shepherd's tone of Dunkirk. Nolan's collaboration with Zimmer is crucial to Zimmer's creative output, which makes Nolan the most important filmmaker working today. And who can forget Zimmer's theme for the Blade Runner remake? Everyone, actually, because it's not a Nolan film. See, Christopher Nolan is the most important filmmaker in Hollywood today because he continues to inspire Hans Zimmer to create his best work and to create, on average, one amazing track per Nolan film. And let's not forget Nolan's important contribution to Zimmer's stingers. And now I know what you're thinking. What about Nolan's innovative storytelling style, or his highbrow artistic vision? What about his fight to save Kodak film? Isn't that why he's important? Well, did you ever think about Hans Zimmer's artistic achievements? Huh? Did you ever think about that? When all is said and done, people aren't going to watch Nolan's films half as much as they'll be listening to Hans Zimmer's soundtracks. Nobody watches a film on loop, but people can and do listen to soundtracks for hours, maybe even days, on loop. Sure, not every track on a Nolan Zimmer soundtrack is great or even good, but name me one solo artist with an album full of amazing tracks 6 albums in a row. You can't. One hit single per album is still an amazing feat, and that should be celebrated, and that's what we get from Zimmer when Nolan directs. But without Nolan, well, Zimmer's just a man with a synthesizer making albums for Hollywood Boulevard instead of Hollywood execs. Sure, Nolan's films are overrated and a waste of everyone's time, but we need just enough people to pay to watch his films so he can keep making them and we can keep getting more amazing Zimmer soundtracks. So what if I don't like any of Nolan's films? If it takes $100 million for Christopher Nolan to create the visuals that inspire Zimmer to create an hour-long opus that makes my ears gasm, then give him $1 billion each year so he can make 10 films for Zimmer to score to. But Duncan, Hollywood doesn't have that kind of cash on hand. I know. That's why I created the Nolan Zimmer Fund for Children's Ears Act. And if you click the link below to donate to me, I can gather the 5,000 signatures needed to get this idea on the 2020 California ballot. Together, we can change the world. We can make the world sound better. For ourselves, for our future, and for our children. Thanks for listening. If you like what you heard, please share this video. It's important that Hollywood knows how important Nolan is to Zimmer and to us as filmgoers. Tweet this at your local studio exec or your favorite actor and help me reach those in power to make sure Nolan gets to keep on making movies. For Hans Zimmer. And as always, I'm smarter than you. Oh, and special shout out to my top Patreon. Thank you so much. I love you. You're the best, Mom. I'll see you at Christmas.